Aj, kapten! Jag hör er inte! Aj, kapten!
Yo. Has this always been a thing that you can use WASD to move your token?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, that's always been a thing.
Okay. I've just never pressed those buttons.
So, and then you
Ian.
can also hit Alt, and you can make them spin.
You can
Yeah,
also
and
arrow
you
keys.
can also scroll to make them spin, and that's annoying.
science has become new science. Thank
Sorry,
you.
control scroll is it's normally zoom on other websites, but here it's roll your token around.
Whee!
Spin me right. Okay. How
Yo,
long
yo,
did this
yo.
campaign take? A year?
A year
Yeah,
plus.
something
Wow.
like that.
We've been here for a year.
I
Just
can
be-
scroll up and check when I first wrote about the great character Husbjörn.
How long have we been playing then? Because we did the campaign before this campaign.
We've probably been gaming about 2.5 years together.
Can we check when the Discord server was made?
And you could probably go to the first. Oh, the Discord. We still had a group chat before then.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Oh, God. Yeah. If someone's still in that group chat, we can check that, I guess.
We've been here forever. I am probably still in it, but I wouldn't know where to begin to look for it.
Yeah.
I have so
I'm
many,
gonna-
private fucking people constantly talking and shit.
Alright, let me scroll up.
Is it?
A little bit over 2 years. Thursday, August 6th, 2020.
Wait, is this it? There's one with Fen in it. I don't know who Fen is.
Yeah, Fen. That's so.
That was it.
That Ranger.
8/6/2020. That was the first message.
So
Ah,
literally 2 years and 1
a
month.
month. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Finn was our first ranger, but life got in the way and she couldn't.
Oh, right! Holy, that was a long time
She
ago.
had that awesome
was
spell that
the-
makes camp.
Yeah.
Yeah! Fuck,
campsite.
man! Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
Even this game, you guys went from local peasants in Sutter getting yourselves swallowed whole by frogs, revos, to killing off those hags that kind of started the whole ordeal.
That's why it feels like a great place to leave it, like save the continent, killed the hags.
And then we're done.
Yeah, sure. Not quite
mean,
yet, though.
You started, and you just kind of like so much went into it.
So many things that we did.
All of the much.
Yeah. It's been a ride.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
Understatement of the year. Literally
Nope.
the last year.
Nobody died.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking, but
We made it.
We finished the
Wait.
campaign with all of our original characters this time.
did that paladin dude die? What was his name again?
Oh,
T-Helock?
the fighter?
Yeah, Tehilok.
No, he made it.
No, he's not
Did
dead.
he make it?
The dude who hired him on that one job got shot in the back by Adriana, but he made it.
Oh yeah, that one. He got shot through the portal by the arrow of slaying.
The arrow, fuck you in particular.
Yes, that one.
That was a great arrow. I like
It
that arrow.
was.
Yeah, the arrow fuck you in particular was boss destroying. It was fun.
Good memories.
It was literally the only reason why we managed to kill the vampire.
The first time.
The first time.
The first time, yes.
Yeah.
That was still one of the best fights.
Mm-hmm.
I also thoroughly enjoyed the immense fear that we all felt by the Goblin Lord following us through a portal.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the Goblin Lord. That was one of the Orc warlords.
Oh, sorry, Orc.
Shoot, I forgot his name now.
It was one of the 3 apostles or followers or something like that.
The champions of the
Yeah.
things.
The moment he stepped through that portal was something else.
All of that magic resistance and one normal bullet blew his face off.
Yeah.
That was the funny part about designing this character. I'm like, so everything has resistances and vulnerabilities to all these magics, except for him.
We've been playing for such a long time.
Yeah, time for a new chapter.
Life, man. So, yeah, presents. How do you wanna do this epilogue episode?
So, the party successfully slew the rest of the crones, the ancient coven, father, mother, and grandmother Scourge. What is it that each of you wanted to do? And we could start kind of at the top. Adriana isn't here, so we can go next to the main character. What does Agnieta want?
Yeah, the main character. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why? What? How is that from the top? was-
A, B, C.
Oh, okay, alphabetically. Okay, but I was thinking in game. I think I don't actually know why there's a fucking vault in the swamp, but I assume Agneta was camping the swamp because there was a vault there. And you being a donkey, probably not a very good idea if she's gonna be like watching over a vault. So I think we need to make her a new body, and I have to get Warwick for that probably.
Yes.
Yeah, Hughesbjorn and Agneta travel with the party for quite a while after the events. I mean, there's still things to do, and together you guys have always been a powerful force. It's only later that you start to get, a lot more joint pain and stuff like that. You start to really slow down. You do feel the age coming to you, and that's when you reach out to Warwick, who obliges, He's done it before, and you're rich enough and influential enough that he kind of comes on out to see what you want to do. And when you propose putting Agneta the donkey into a construct, he does have second doubts.
Would a druid want to be made into a metallic mesh?
It's a wooden kind of construct, so...
Yeah, Warforged in present story is like root and stuff mostly.
Not just
right?
a present story.
I feel like we're all forgetting something. It's a fucking donkey. We don't know it's anything else but that.
Yeah, that is a problem. You guys are just gonna have to take my word for it, okay?
Or you could just polymorph it into a human form and see if it's got a consciousness.
Warwick pipes up and he says, I understand that you really love this donkey. However, going into one of these constructs, and he points to himself, takes an excessive toll on the will of the creature that tries to transfer. They themselves must be willing and strong of mind to be able to actually survive this. There is a less than 50% chance that she will make it through. Are you aware of this?
Dude, I don't know if Agneta fucking understands. She's in a donkey. Yo.
He's asking you, my man.
I'm asking
Yeah.
you.
Like,
Not the donkey.
okay, the thing is, he's going to die when I die, and I'm going to die soon, right? So,
I don't know.
Are you not willing to do it yourself instead of...
Yeah, why don't you become constructs?
no, okay. So, I think the optimal solution is both of us becoming constructs. That would be very cute. I think that is a solution, but how much does that cost? Is that like a... Do we have infinite funds at this point present?
Essentially, I'm not going to worry about that.
I was gonna say I was able to scrap. Do you remember that one dungeon where we found all those constructs? Warwick went back to there and basically raided the place because the construct were his to begin with. They were just repurposed. So he has a lot of spare parts and stuff like that laying around. So for you, the both of you will make an exception and
I
get
think
both of you in there.
I think if you're willing to, I assume we're at the bog right now, like as we're talking about this shit. If you wait here
Sure.
for like whatever time it takes, because we probably have to ask Knut. Like, the son.
Warwick is already a couple hundred years old. He doesn't mind waiting a little bit longer.
You just go into the coma state for like. Why is that a
Oh.
fucking?
So to kind of go forward with this, after the construction, I'm going to say that it does take a matter of a couple of years to kind of get this all situated, and even then, Agneta the donkey's been kind of almost bedridden. She kind of gets up maybe for a couple hours, but the toll on the body is starting to even get to her, and eventually, when you do finish the contract, it is going to take an immense toll on it. I forget what I told you, Thal, about
Mhm.
Warwick, like how much of a percentage it was.
Not the amount of percentage, but the fact that he would start losing certain parts of his.
Not that.
Okay.
The becoming construct, I'm not sure if I said, like, oh, it would be, like, this much of a chance to actually survive the process.
Oh, ooh, I don't remember if you said the exact percentage.
So,
for
we'll
it.
go with this. Agneta makes a wisdom skill check.
Yeah, her wisdom is dog shit because she's a donkey. But yeah, sure. With her wisdom, I guess let's go for it, right? Fuck,
What do you
this is
gotta
like
lose?
this is like the worst roll of my life. Her wisdom is dog shit. Wait, can I buff her wisdom somehow?
I will give you
Okay.
advantage.
I was gonna say if Warwick is here with them, can he use his abilities?
No, it's
Yeah.
like her mental. Oh, okay, never mind. Wait,
It
what's
is
your wisdom?
her, but there are spells to do it. That's why I will give you advantage on it.
Because then I can add Flash of Genius to it.
Okay, how much is that?
It would
+5.
add the intelligence modifier to the roll, so a +5.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna look at this roll because I'm fucking scared, dude. Because we have to do this twice. I'm gonna click it and then I'm gonna look away. Okay. This matters. Oh wait, it popped up. Ability check. Okay, I'm looking away now. Did it roll?
That's a 23.
Oh, I didn't. Wait. Oh shit, that's easy. Easy. Wait.
No,
we
you
have-
literally rolled an 18.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be with advantage. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
18. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Very, very good. Very, very good.
I will say, as kind of a reveal, as you try to coax Agneta's spirit into this construct, I want to say, through all the magic and through all the research, you start to understand that Agneta has always just been a donkey, and though the Warforged is designed, it is not accommodating for beasts.
Praise fucking God.
Okay.
So about that, so quick interjection. There were also construct dogs in that dungeon where we were at. Would I have been able to make her a donkey form, or
Struck dogs.
I'm going to say that the construct dogs were more of a construct only and not
Okay. Fair.
intelligent form.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hughes Bjorn, while you're kind of getting older, you've always sensed a duality within yourself. I mean, you were there when she was dying.
Wait, are you saying
So-
she's not been in the donkey? She's been in me all this fucking time?
Where do you think you got all the superpowers from?
I was always close to Agneta.
Fucking hell.
Wait, has the donkey just been like a random donkey following us?
Yes.
Yes.
It's always been your best friend, Agneta, a donkey. ever since you purchased her.
Wait. So
And
wait. Do I have 2 souls in me? Can we do something? Is there a spell for that?
Soul
Yeah.
check.
There's a construct in front of you in which you can impart one of you. And I will say that you do have a feeling that whichever you depart into the construct, the other won't survive.
Oh, you fucker! You fucker, Preston! I was gonna beat the system! No!
make your choice.
Make your choice, Husbjorn. Will it be you or your wife?
No! We were gonna live out happy for the rest of our days! No! You fucker! Okay, so the objectively good decision here is that Agneta, because she basically didn't even get to meet our son. That would be very nice of him, I think.
How would she have not met her son?
No, the original story was she died in childbirth.
I thought she got killed by somebody.
No. The OG document is childbirth.
We're told.
So the objective decision is to let her do it. What can I like sense what she thinks about this situation?
You have a feeling of grief because you
Yeah,
know.
she's probably sad too.
So Husbjorn, who do you choose?
We ready to die?
And the other thing is, you're also going to have to make a wisdom saving throw. Or
It'll
wisdom
be-
check.
You'll be funny. You came to find me. We just cast clone.
Okay, so
That's the
one of the
rules.
solutions I had for this at the beginning of the campaign was what the fuck's that spell called where you like make like a vessel that you when you die you
clone.
transport into that.
Clone. That's what it's
Is it
clone.
called clone? Okay, I'm
It
stupid.
is literally called clone.
Okay. I mean, Husbjorn would gladly kill himself for his wife. That's not a problem. It's just I'm gonna bring out my backpack. Warwick, you've been a great friend, and this is gonna be the end of the road for me. I'm gonna give him back his silver ring and the love romance deeper than dwarves. This is a good read. I'm gonna miss you guys.
I'm not sure if I would equate Deeper Than Doors being a
I
romantic
don't know.
story.
I had it in my inventory and I wanted to use it this entire campaign and it's funny, so. Yeah, man, just do it. I guess.
Just roll your wisdom save, man.
Fuck
You get a
me.
+5 on it.
So
Yeah,
who
like
are you choosing?
I
Yeah,
would
who are you
choose.
choosing?
Agneta's gonna survive. Do I roll a different
He
stat for
chose his
Agneta?
wife.
Yeah.
His wife.
No, your wisdom's the same. Roll a wisdom throw.
Saving throw or ability check?
Just
Roll
a
a-
regular one.
And for advantage, right?
Yeah, because there's some sort of spell that would have granted you the advantage.
So that's an 20.
Oh my god, you can
It's
do
a nice 20. But Husbjorn, there's a pull. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Is she trying to kill herself too?
Is she pushing you into it?
Dude, my charisma's dog shit. Wait, charisma saving throw?
Yep.
Presence, what you
Oh, that's a 16.
do? That's a good roll. That's a good. For
You feel
Husbjorn, that's
her trying to save you instead. And for a brief moment, it's almost as if like you and her are just for once both pulled out of like an out of body, kind of facing each other. You can see her still in her prime and in her youth, and you having a more clean looking beard and stuff, just as if like when you first two departed from each other. And you could see her frustrated, kind of shouting at you, but a lot of the words kind of just roll past you because when women yell at men, it's hard to get everything. But you get the clarification that she wasn't sure she could do it without you. but she knew you could do it without her, is what you were suggesting. For a brief moment, you like took her ethereal hands. You said, "No, my time has already passed. I've had plenty of time, and it's time for you to meet Knut."
And then
And with that, you push her into the vessel, and you return back to your body feeling half full and quite hollow on the inside. And that is when Hughesbjorn peacefully slips off into the other world. GG.
Worth it.
rest in pieces.
At least. Wait, so it's Agneta the donkey, okay?
The
Agneta
donkey.
turns into Senelin.
Agneta the donkey is
Yeah.
also on her
'Cause
deathbed.
Oh, okay.
The old ass donkey that we brought with us on adventures who's gotten stabbed repeatedly.
The only thing keeping her alive are the mushrooms holding her together. Like,
And with that, Warwick and Agneta are just kind of like chilling out at the end of your days. I mean, you do last on for a few more days. I mean, Agneta does pass, and soon after, Hughesbjorn himself passes. Enough to say his goodbyes. And probably send a few messages to everyone else.
I'm dying. The donkey wasn't real.
I'm not gonna admit my fault about the donkey. All the letters I sent to the rest of the party and
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna tell them I was correct about everything.
Oh my god, the moon is made out of cheese.
Um, this was probably my.
That was the end of Agneta, the donkey.
And who's Björn the dwarf?
Oh yeah, and her sidekick.
I was just gonna say in her second.
With that, we will go to the next one, which is Mr. Kelrick.
I'm actually gonna have to ask you to skip me. I have to go deal with my dog real quickly.
All right. Well, we will easily skip you. No worries.
Come back to me.
Lasanda. Lysander. The Thal. The main honcho. The one who's dark but not brooding.
Lies and slender.
I'm thinking he also stepped away. Well, we'll go to Revos. Since Revos isn't here, I did write a kind of a summary of what happens. After becoming war chief of the clans, Revos would continue to keep the party safe. Eventually, once the others began to settle down and make their own way in the world, he too would eventually return home to meet Jackson, Goldrake, and their children. And much of Mount Ragorn would gather when Revos stepped into the main plazas and squares to ask about his adventures, and he would enthrall them with what happened in the world. I mean, you're talking about these mountain folk, superstitious as can be, listening to about how he, defeated elder vampires, elder crones, fought giants, killed many Saurians, just all around people listening to the tales of Revos. Eventually, Revos would be challenged by a younger warrior from the Dockbar clan. Though the challenger lost a fight, she won something a little bit more important. Revos saw in her the challenge of life that still lays ahead, and someone who can meet them head on with them. So, Revos settled down and started dating.
Very nice.
We go to Sayildor.
Well, is Kelrick
Sail.
ready if he's back?
Oh yeah, I'm back now. But, I mean,
Welcome
You-
back, Kelrick.
oh boy.
There you go.
What is Kelrick's plan?
So Tarek's gonna keep adventuring for a little bit, aka I need reasoning to get to 8th level spell slots.
Wait, what are you doing with 8th level spells, man?
I have artifacts in my possession. If they fall into the wrong hand, could potentially cause what we just prevented to happen again.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What artifacts are you so worried about?
I have the book to summoning Crawl, which we haven't actually seen any after we killed one and stole the book. So, Tarek's under the impression there's very
Yeah,
few.
well, what are you using for 8? What?
Don't worry about it. We'll get there eventually. I have the black obsidian tablet, which was hidden by a god, who then the elder vampire wanted because it contains, I can't remember off the top of my head, probably true names of bound creatures, and he wanted to use them to bind it to him to essentially rule the world and then fight Oblivion in a weird, like, Pokemon-esque
So-
path.
Roll Arcana
Okay.
and or History, or roll them with advantage, one or the other.
This one.
Located within the books are 3 prophesized locations, each one containing one of the shadows. At least ideas of where the vaults are. Let me open the map. One is actually up in the far north off the map in the seas. Like the actual ocean. It's just right out in the middle of the ocean. One you can see is actually a volcano, and where it is rumored to say that that is where it actually resides. And the last one is spoken about to be in the not the hidden veil, the crag and gully, which is in the bottom left. It is simply the locations of 3 vaults.
Fun.
At least theorized.
Theory's fun.
So it's not a someone will rule the world if they take this. It's more of a pointer.
Yeah. I mean, less pointers for random people to get who may or may not have some sort of combat ability, the better. Also, we've no idea if there's any more elder vampires. We just kind of killed one and didn't deal with any of the rest.
Yeah, that's the point.
Did you want to see if you could find others?
No!
Okay. But don't worry about it.
Kelrick said enough of just one.
So 8th level spells?
Yeah, no, so after adventuring for a while, he's gonna go back to his home, attempt to settle down, take some of the pressure off his mentor, while helping with the transitioning of the wildlings into no longer being hunted species.
So what does he need 8th level spells for?
I'm gonna cast Clone and become immortal, and when he gets older, he's gonna disappear from the world and just roam around dealing with shit that happens as a younger version of himself.
So I will say clone only will copy, it does say at any age, but there is a
Like, I meant like
age
not
of
like
your soul.
yeah. I know
Eventually you will perish.
yeah, but I'd like to be around a little bit longer.
It's
Oh.
more of a backup plan for when you get killed, your soul transfers to it. But it's like there's
Natural
still
death.
wear and tear on the soul.
The
Oh, yeah.
both are you saying like in terms of IRL stuff, like the clone and you cellularly degenerate at the same time, like you're
No, eventually I can't reincarnate into another copy of myself.
oh
Just
oh
be dead.
okay.
because my soul.
The soul itself will eventually degrade
Yeah.
to nothing. I mean, it
Mhm.
still happens for Warforged as well.
Yeah.
They're
I don't plan on being here till the end of time. I'd just like to be here longer than I currently am allowed.
exactly so. Warforged will persist. It can be immortal. The problem is eventually whatever drove them to stay in the world through the Warforged, which is kind of that mental link that I was talking about. Like you need to grab onto something to hold you into the world. Eventually, that is what will drive the Warforged later in life. So, if you want to be a Warforged to protect your country, eventually you'll just become a protector. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. I plan on only being here maybe like 20 years after he died from old age, or if he gets stabbed in combat, because that's happened many, many a time where I've almost died from getting stabbed.
Neat.
Yeah.
So after Kelric, Sildor. No, Lysander. Is Lysander returned yet? I will take that as a no.
That sounds like it.
Sildor. What is it that Sildor plans to do?
Well, he's gonna go meet up with his family, Tristane, and his sisters, and Timmy's still on the boat.
Yeah, Timmy's
Oh yeah,
doing
Timmy was a
quite well.
character.
Timmy was MVP. All right, Timmy's fucking great. Little kid with a shotgun.
Young man with a shotgun.
Yeah, young man now. He's a big boy.
Don't most fathers put the trial of manhood like, oh, go out and kill an animal, now you're a man? He killed a hag, so like.
Yeah, he's a big boy now. He ain't using those pull-ups no more. He's using real underwear.
He doesn't use underwear. He just shits in the woods.
Or that.
What?
So yeah, Sildur's gonna meet up with the family, and he's gonna, make his way into Thrum territory, and he's gonna kill Senelith like he said he would, like he's supposed to. And he's gonna team up with Thrum, and that ought to be a fun one-shot one day, maybe. Just fucking kill Senelith real quick.
Can I play Agneta Warforged then?
Nieto, Warforged, Sildor are all hyped up on magic, and freaking one of the clones of Kelric.
Like level 16.
No.
And Ravos' like teenage son. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever Lysander does once he's back.
And
Get
then
the group back together.
eventually Sildar is gonna go back to that bay and find out what the fish people want from his life, and he's gonna lean real hard into this whole being a bound thing now, and he's gonna become a god.
What do you mean become a god? You're gonna take a bound? Like you're going to be a bound?
I am a god.
Yes. Dude, he's
Yeah,
been
but like, actually,
I'm already a bound.
Yeah,
Sildor himself will see a very different path than much of the others. Though he would still stick around for years to come, he began to lead expeditions to find Senelith. In the first attempts of fighting Senelith from the edge of a boat, it didn't go too well. It was not successful in his first attempt, and would eventually vanish for a couple of years, going to the Four Corners and learning in the Ocean Grotto about what it really is that got in him. Uh, with his memories and stuff like that, or the eldritch memories within, he would actually bind himself to a tablet, much like the gods themselves had to do. Not really knowing where it is. Once one does a binding, it's kind of like it's like putting a Horcrux out there, but on a bigger scale. He would lead more expeditions and not go into Senelit's Bay, but actually go find Senelit's vault, taking a little help from Kelric in the matter. With that, he does eventually live up to the promise to Thrum, and will banish or control Senelit. What would you do?
I mean, didn't Senelit like kill Thrum's brother? Or
Oh, yeah, he killed Gaul, but as a bound creature, Gaul will eventually rematerialize.
okay. I don't know if I'd want to control it. I think I want to just make it go away.
Yep. In essence, you replace Senelit. His energies do dissipate into the world, but you take over, becoming the lighthouse in a sense, the one that directs sailors to safety.
Become the new sailor god that you
But-
once worshipped.
Well, yeah, but the idea I had was like the light that guides the way, whether that be literal or metaphorical or spiritual, right?
In essence, you would bind yourself, weaving your story into fates. You would become known to many seafarers because of your tales. They would hear a lot about Ignium, which would become your more title or reference when people speak of Zildor. They refer to him as Ignium. Ignium's tower, Ignium's light, etc., etc.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. You missed Sildor becoming a like Noctra.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good job. Sorry,
So you
Adriana
might
came
hear in the
home.
next campaign followers of Ignium.
Ooh, Ignium. That's a nice name for a god.
Yeah. It's almost like I have a plan already.
Oh wow! I can see the tie-in with your next cleric.
Wait. Are you playing your own cleric?
Maybe.
That's so stupid. I love it.
That's really good, actually.
Oh god, I love it. Well, that leaves. You did miss. Revo settled down. Kelric did Kelric things,
A
obviously.
baby. That's confirmed now.
So we're left with Lysander.
So I had a little bit of already planned for it, but I don't know what you had presents.
I am working with what you guys are giving me. I have written an idea,
Mm-hmm.
but you guys are giving me whatever you want to do. I'm merely relaying the case of what will actually happen.
Okay.
Elric himself has cloned himself an innumerable amount of times. However, it's not the same as bindings. Eventually, his soul will wear and tear enough until he can't reclone himself. But
I just choose to die finally. Probably the second one's gonna happen.
You're basically
Yeah.
just extending your lifespan.
Yes, that's exactly what he's doing.
hold on a second. I just realized something.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, and Tristane just keeps Tristaning, and eventually he dies and
Lives-
the girls take
Lives
over.
out a very human life.
Lives out a very Tristane-y life, doing Tristane things.
I don't think.
Privateering and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, every time you do come back to your clone, Kelric, you meet the son of Lakir, Cam.
Who now?
Each time you pass away, you kind of like brought to almost like a purgatory where there's two doors. To the right, you can return back to the mortal realm through one of your clones, and to the left is the door that leads to death, leads to the end. And each time you enter, Cam is sitting there waiting for you. And you do kind of get speaking to the human god Cam, who is the god of death. Or at least one of his fears is death. And over your courses, he just kind of talks more about what fates weave. That eventually your story will come to an end, but you can always have the choice of ending it early. Just a little added thing that I was going to add if we ever got up to needing resurrection.
Alright.
Did anyone even die in this campaign? I don't think any of
No,
us.
no. We all scraped through some of the encounters by
So-
Lysander almost died.
Yeah, we
So
were Cologne.
the problem with death in my world is you would know if they died, firstly, because they'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they not be coming back. Say howdy.
So we leave that with Lysander.
So after the events of shutting down grandmother, he went basically onto a sort of self-meditation route where he was looking back at the past years, more for the in-game character. And he realized that he could do so much more for this world than he currently has, causing him to make a shift in how he approaches his life. He did end up meeting with his sister again. She was still waiting within this part of the world. They together went back towards the first part the first campaign where we're in, where he's from.
OG continent.
Yeah, that one. And Lysander goes back to the church, and he has a long session, almost a year long, where he would almost daily just communicate with Noctra. See what she has to say about how the world is progressing, what dangers are currently out and about, while preparing himself to actually be able to face those dangers. If they became too big, or if they became too close. While doing this, he managed to gain some extra insights, and also realized that he also wanted to actually find his actual parents, because he was adopted when he was left at the church as a baby,
Right.
setting him out on a new path towards making sure that the world is actually safe. So looking for different clues, about his parents, but at the same time also making sure that the monsters in his area, like he was basically already set up because the church where he came from was made to save the travelers from the things that go bump in the night, basically.
So you would take up the same mantle as many others have.
Yes, but I would say that he has that leg up due to his current experience of already fighting basically near god level creatures at one point.
Okay, so one of the things Noctra, and you had the dream when you were a lot younger, when she killed someone in the town square.
Yeah.
Noctra has always defended the people from the night, including night creatures, including what you saw in the town square was a vampire. All this would be later revealed to you, especially when you were young and reported it. Town elders don't really talk much, but as you kind of grew and got more experience, they would relay just the actual nature of what they do. And you would lead probably the same thing. You would join in their the higher councils when you got later in life and more experienced. You'd teach the younglings about Noctra and all the defenses, and even send them off on their own pilgrimages. Helping to grow and bustle Noctra's teachings and lessons out. Would that be fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Noctra was such a, I wouldn't say small, but the amount of influence that she had was definitely lessened over the years. And Lysander would definitely be someone that would try to make that influence bigger again, make it more widespread, make people more aware of who Noctra is and what she can do for everyone.
Fair. So, since only two of you, since first he died at Hades, how does Kelric eventually die?
Say you're Noctra Christ? Noctra's witness?
What?
Noctra's witnesses.
Ah. Eventually, after many reincarnations, Kelric just grows tired of living and decides that his current life will be the last one. And he decides to live it to the fullest, attempt to actually have a family, and when he finally dies, he just chooses to die. No more clones, no more adventuring, just living one final full life.
What does he do with the dangerous artifacts?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know too.
Would demi-plane at this point? They're in a different plane, just sitting there.
Oh, you made a demi-plane to store some fucking artifact. That's a reasonable. Why don't you just put them in the staff and then put the staff in another staff and then?
You want to be realistic here? But that's a terrible idea.
It's a fun idea. World.
I'd rather not try to figure out
Kaboom! Kaboom!
Hey, Presence, do you have an astral sea somewhere in your universe?
Yeah.
You could throw it into a demi-plane, but that demi-plane can be opened by others.
Oh, no, what we're talking about right now is putting one bag of holding into another bag of holding.
Yeah.
Like you try with the heart, it doesn't work. They just
he just
wall themselves off.
Yeah, he said that we've tried that actually, haven't we?
We wanted to make sure that.
I mean, if you want to make artifacts go away, why don't you ask Nick to help out and be like, "Yo, you wanna?"
Oh, so it's actually there's more to it than just make a demi plane. So they're going to be separated. One of them is going to be near Thal's people. I'm not going to tell him where it is. I'm just going to show up at some point.
Oh, are we gonna
That's-
store them in different locations?
After Lysander dies, he's going to show up at the place where Lysander was, find some place out there, and store it, and then he's going to go to Sildor's giant tower, store it near there, and then I'm going to go to the bog and put it in the bog.
Aw, that's so cute.
I'm gonna hunt down my vault and store it near my vault.
Look, you apparently have this. Yeah, I mean,
If you go to Voborg Bog, you would probably. I assume Agneta would just stay there, right? She stayed there for way before I came.
Yeah, Agneta protects the Vault of Amagi.
Boy is not going in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you can meet Agneta if you go there. Just saying.
Yes, hypothetically, I could meet all of the characters we're going to be having in this one shot in 6 months.
Dude, I would be totally down for that theoretical one shot. I want to see how stupid Agneta. Level 16 druid, what's that even do? I don't fucking know at this point. That's for presence to decide. I'm just spitballing here. Okay, so you're hiding the different artifacts in different parts of like the
Yes.
party. That's very cute.
And doing the classic wizard bullshit of having so many fucking traps and glyphs and stuff around it, so it deters people. Symbols are really good spell for that. It just that and Geas, it just makes it so people like just go around. And those are 7th levels.
I love everything about that spell, Gias, but it's like
But
I've never played someone who can afford to take it. Like, I'll
I've
make that
never-
my one warlock spell that's at that level. Like,
Yeah.
I've never played a character where I've actually been able to use it in campaign. I'm using it at the end of the campaign where President said money doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Money doesn't matter, guys.
They're just really expensive. So yeah. Eventually, yeah, people will find it, and we'll see what happens then. But I will hopefully be dead by that point. So it's
Yeah.
not my problem anymore. There'll be another group of adventurers at some point who will hopefully get the Sanguine Daggers again, and then in 3 different campaigns we can have the same magic item.
What happens with Adriana? Do we have a clue?
You have a small write-up. She's welcome to change it.
Okay.
The Doppler wanted to become human. In the search of the one who slew her teacher, it wasn't until Beltoldir she discovered the information about a secret group referred to the Red Cloaks, uninspiringly named after the Red Cloaks.
Well,
Her trip to the Four Corners led her to the home of her own kin, having to address wanted to become human or become or stay the Doppler. After traveling with the group for some time, her last known whereabouts would be in the town of Dirnador in Kadian. Her questioning in that town, if rumors spread and stuff like that, eventually I'm sure you guys would try to track down Adriana, was she's trying to go after a particular individual only referred to as A.
like the letter A.
The
Or like-
letter A.
Man, I love these characters.
Yeah. She would eventually stumble across a vault, and I will leave it at that.
she stumbles across A's vault. No.
Hey.
No, something else.
Hey.
Stan, you got all A's.
We did it, guys.
We completed another one. Nobody died this time.
No one died last time either, right?
No, what the? What do you mean no one died?
Who the fuck died in the last campaign? That was a year ago though, so maybe I don't remember.
First character written out of the history.
Yeah, that's not dying though. He didn't die.
Same difference.
No. That was specifically. That was specifically different from dying. Okay, that was not dying.
Usyk was magically ripped out of history.
Yeah. He didn't
You're
die
dead.
though.
I mean, technically, Husbjorn did die, and so did Ignita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's epilogue. And
The
technically,
Agnetha
our
the
entire
donkey,
first
not the-
campaign's dead because they all got
Yeah.
old and died.
That's the other question. I'm sorry, Lysander. How does Lysander eventually die?
You didn't pick the Warlock subclass where you just become immortal at high level, right? Or the Cleric subclass?
I will
I think
say
that-
that Lysander will, when he's feeling like his end is nearing, he's lived a long life. He's been able to influence so much. He's been able to travel around, spread the influence of Noctra. He confines himself within his own quarters of the church when he feels like the end is nearing, and he just starts praying to Noctra. I don't know if this is okay for you, Presence, but I would like to think that Noctra actually comes to visit him.
Giant scary shadow monster shows up. In front
Yeah.
of
And something happens there, to where when the people check in on him, in like 3 days afterwards, because they haven't heard anything from him, every trace from him is gone.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
Is
you're not going to
Noctra,
like exactly what Noctra did, but yeah, that could happen.
Is
Noctra-
Noctra like by definition
Oh.
evil? Is that decided on? Like is
No.
Noctra?
She's just a shadow creature.
Yeah, but
Noctra is an arch wraith.
Oh shit!
Essentially, she and I'm going to say it because
open now. Yeah.
she was killed in a young age when she thought she had found someone to belong to, but ended up it was a vampire that just drained her of her blood and left her dead. She became so vengeful, she stopped her spirit from dying. So,
Yeah,
in a sense, when death claims somebody, it's like getting shackled and your soul gets torn out and goes to the realm of death. Whatever that is.
Classic move.
For most people, it feels like a happy feeling, but essentially, you're being pulled from one place and forced into another. Your soul moves on. Some people, if they suffer a very violent death, if they have the willpower, they can break those bonds like Ignita and Warwick did and guide themselves somewhere else. But it takes immense willpower to do so, or immense hatred. For those who didn't put themselves into a warforge, it's like being a drop in a tempest of water or in the middle of a storm. You're just being swirled around. Eventually, you lose what you were. You couldn't identify that drop anymore. Like, a drop of the ocean goes up into a hurricane. You couldn't pick out which drop of water that hurricane was, like which one it was. So they lose themselves, but they hold on to whatever emotion or whatever it was that kept them going, or kept them kind of almost there. And they grow like a festering wound. That's what Natha kind of initially became, but she grew older and older, and because her domain was killing creatures of the night, the Archwraith, the wraith that she turned out to be, killed creatures in the night, and eventually people started to worship this thing because it kept them safe from the night creatures. And then, because of that worship, it gave her more power, etc. Onward, she became a god.
Cool.
That's badass,
She's
but I like my way of being a god better.
Yes.
That sounds hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what happens to Gift? I guess he just kind of hangs out with me as my god pet, right?
Yes. Gift
Oh,
becomes your little messenger. Since he has always been a bound, since you first bound him to your service, He just stays that way, kind of.
Cool. Be like an omen thing, right? Gift shows up and
Yeah.
everyone knows there's a storm coming, right?
That's fucking sick.
They hear a noise in the sky, look up, see this tiny little dragon, and they're like, oh no, there's a storm.
Yep.
I don't know. Sounds cool.
It's a sailor's sign.
I will keep it at that. I feel like Gift being a little symbol of his power is good enough.
So
Timmy?
yeah,
Timmy
I
grows
wanted.
up to be a ranger along in the boat, taking after his adopted father's influence. He becomes the leader of said boat, though said boat will sink in a storm one day, but he just gets a bigger, better boat.
If we're asking about side characters, what about Tehilo?
Oh my
What
God.
happened to
Dead.
them?
Timmy,
Dead?
Timmy was a party member, okay?
Tehilok, being one of the paladins of the Lady in Athana, continues to serve the righteous cause, becoming a captain within, and settling down and, doing captainly duties. Eventually, he no longer stops adventuring, and he just kind of stays about in the town, keeping it protected.
Did you have this written up?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Presence
Any
is
other
like a
characters?
class A bullshitter, alright? He just comes up with good shit.
Okay, every character has a motivation. I just go off motivations.
What are the side characters do you guys give a shit about?
I'm
I
good.
don't. I'm good.
I think this is a nice
I'm
spot
really
to...
happy with this campaign, guys.
Yeah.
I can't
I
wait
kind
for.
of ran out of things to do. Like, honestly, once you guys are like level fucking 11 to 12, I don't know what to do anymore.
Good thing we never got to that level.
It's kind of hard to... When a group of us, was it like 6 of us, right? And you got a group of 6 plus 10 party members. It's kind of hard to give a challenge that isn't just like 10 Krakens. Like,
Yes. Which is
But
why at some points I can increase to 2 hits. I can increase this thing. But it started getting it felt a little ridiculous. I felt like, oh shoot, things are starting to spiral out.
I
I
don't know,
need
that-
to reel this in.
that horde of bandits was actually kind of fun. Like,
Yeah.
they honestly were doing damage. Like, I was a little nervous at one point. Like, are we gonna get beat by bandits?
I mean, you guys just did want to pay 5 gold a head.
yeah, fuck
What?
that.
Yeah,
We're
they're
not,
bandits. Fuck you guys.
we're not gonna pay
Yeah.
bastards.
When was the bandit?
It
You
was
weren't
like-
here, but they were ambushed by several dozen bandits and their bears and their bear mounts.
Oh my
And we
God.
completely
Like,
slaughtered them.
if you were there, you could have just like
And
fireballed them all to death. But
Kelric, they said, "Hey, we won't attack you if you give us 5 gold a head."
Oh my God, guys, we're fucking rich.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
So
why
they
we,
didn't want to pay
we-
20 gold or 30 gold. Therefore, they killed 30 or 40 people before they started just booking it.
Well-
Like they,
Kelric has like 300, almost 300 platinum on it.
yeah, we don't support bitches.
it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah,
And I have 3,000 copper.
in a way, they just wanted the gold to feed themselves because they were actually starving.
yeah, and I gave them cabbages, right? Was that the?
40 cabbages.
Yes.
Yeah, I gave them 40 cabbages.
And I took the last of their silver.
Oh my God. Zero people.
Yeah, they ended up paying the party to not die.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
When they realized they were in over their head and they surrendered, they were like, "Well, just stop." I was like, "All right, 5 gold ahead," and they just gave me what silver they had, and I was like, "All right, good enough for me."
Like if they were being assholes, we outpower them. Why would we give them the power to be assholes, right? I mean, like, I don't know.
No,
Man.
why not talk to them? Why not offer them better life?
Yeah, that seems like too
I
much
think-
work.
Wait for Thirsty to play Grim Hollows.
So just
Right?
killing them is a better option.
It's-
No,
I've high
No.
hope for the Grim Hollow because the monsters have so many weird abilities and unique, strange things that even if you guys are so strong that you 2-tap everything, they're still like, "Uh-oh, someone's been poisoned again. Uh-oh, this guy's got a fucking addiction to
Yeah,
something
I
now.
I programmed in those two creatures you wanted, and I've read his ability. I had to read their abilities. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know, right? And that's like CR1 shit. You can't even imagine the upper level. I love it. It's great.
It's gonna suck. I won't be here next week.
If I can even get the game functioning by next
I
week,
won't
but we'll
be
get it
here
going.
either.
Oh, it's no one, dude.
It's gonna be Sal.
No, I was planning to be there.
Sal and Firsty. Oh yeah.
Let's go duo. Let's duo queue, man.
I'll ask if my friend also has the time. Maybe we'll be three of us.
We'll see how many people can do it, because I don't want to. I don't
Would
want
you
to run
guys-
with 2 people when I got like 7-ish players.
Yeah, no, that is reasonable though.
But as far as the Epilog stream, any final words from anybody before I turn this off?
This was great. Let's do it again sometime.
Let's
What
do
he
it
said.
next-
You will be ready for next season,
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Hopefully,
next
I
campaign,
hopefully
when
my
I get
Grim
down
Hollow
to it.
stalls enough, right? Get enough time for presents.
Huh?
But
So
The next
hopefully my
camp-
Grim Hollow, stalls for enough time for you to get a campaign together.
I have bullshit you guys can keep occupied with.
like the next campaign is like the end of the world, right?
Who knows?
We'll find
No,
out
it said that.
in the
right?
next
We'll see.
campaign.
The final Eon.
Ooh,
End the stream.
Oh wait, did you have that subtitle or the
That's a good name.
Yeah. Did you have
Yeah.
that last time though? I think that was. I don't think we've heard that yet, or maybe I haven't.
So this is the end of the next frontier, and we'll continue with presence run campaigns in the final Eon after we're done dicking around in Grim Hollow.
Will do.
Farewell.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.